we are today going to be going through every single save file that I have ever bought. And we're going to be ranking them in a tier list. We've got Sherlock on Twitch as well. What's going on, Sherlock? This could go for a little while, so everybody needs to strap in. Get your popcorn, get your sodies, because this is going to be a good one. So over the past about 3 years, I have spent over $1,500 US on save files, on used Pokemon games that have save files on them. That is not a joke. There is no meme there. I have all of them to my left over here. This is like, that's not even all of them right there. I've got Game Boy cartridges. I've got DS cartridges. I've got the whole 9 yards over here. They're all to my left. So I organized them all today and I put them all into this PowerPoint presentation. Every save file I've ever bought by Purple Thunder. And of course, before we get into this, please subscribe, please. There is almost $1,500 worth of garbage in here. Do I still have the bootleg flashcard? It is over here. It is over here. Pokemon 23andMe is still here today with me. I haven't gotten rid of a single save file. You're going to see them all today. But to accomplish this, let's go ahead and switch over to this. To accomplish this, I've actually created a tier list that we are going to be using today. Now, these are all going to look a little confusing until we actually get to them, but we're going to be going through all of them, and I'm going to be ranking them today based off of a couple of different things here. So I'm excited to get right into it. We got Cool Kid KR in there. We got Star Chaser. We got Sherlock. Appreciate all y'all pulling up today. Hell yeah. We got Scott in here. Yeah. And if any of these are confusing, don't you worry. We got plenty to do today. Plenty to do. All right. So without further ado, why don't we get the hell started? Okay. Why don't we get this damn show on the road? Save file number 1. And we were just talking about it. I put these in a random order. So this is really funny that this is the first one. Scott is on Pearl version. Let me see. So we got Scott. I still have him to this day. Of course. How can I get rid of this guy? Scott, $75. He comes up in almost all of my YouTube shorts because people love talking about how he was $75. One of the big things here also is that the OT of his Turtwig was cock. That was one of the fucking funniest things I think I've ever read off in a video. So let's get into it. So in every single one of these, we're going to talk about the good, the bad, and the downright ugly. And then we're going to be ranking it after we get through it. So Scott on Pearl version, the good. Scott started this shit. Let's be real, okay? Imagine a world where I went to that GameStop like 3 years ago. I cracked open a used save file and it wasn't Scott. Imagine if it was a fucking boring ass save file. You know, he had nothing on there. Like he beat 5 gyms and had like no Pokemon. Like imagine that world, okay? I don't make that video. Lord knows what's happening today. So the good, no matter what Scott did, he started this shit. So we got to shout out Scott for that. However, the bad, the bad from Scott, he could only get 1 gym badge in 12 hours of gameplay. How somebody does that, I have no idea. Scott was fucking in La La Land. He was in Floroma Town, and he did not finish this galactic event in the game. So I don't know what he was doing. 12 hours of game time. You can see it right here. 22 in the Pokedex, 12 hours of game time, and my man didn't get 2 gym badges. I remember your stream a few years ago covering all the news articles you made. Yeah. There was news articles. I was on Dexerto and shit just for talking about Scott. So I gotta, no matter what Scott did, we gotta pay homage to the GOAT. However, the ugly, Scott could not defeat Mars's per ugly, despite having a Monferno. So Scott traded for every Sinnoh starter and then had a Starly too, I guess for good measure. Had the Monferno, had Mach Punch, and could not beat Mars's per ugly, and then sold the game. That is that is loser behavior. I'm sorry. You can't get past the first Team Galactic fight. I think that's literally the first time you fight them, I guess, besides when you go north out of Jubilife. But this is the first Team Galactic boss fight, and Scott could not do it with a Monferno. So, you know, for that, my friends, we're gonna have to rank him. I think we need some better tiers here. We're not gonna go S, A, B, C, D. We know we can't be doing all this. I think S tier is gonna be they're the GOAT. They're the GOAT. This is one of the, oh, I actually got to show this off for you guys. Hold on. If I ever start talking about tiers and you have no idea what I'm talking about, you can yell at me to change the scene here. But yeah, we're gonna have the GOAT up here. All right. So this is for the best save files that we've ever seen. Connor's out there on Twitch. I appreciate that, Connor. Much love. I'm on YouTube and Twitch right now, by the way. I guess I should tell the Discord that I'm live. That would be good, so people don't have to track me down. Live, baby. I'm live. I'm live and alive. We're on Twitch and YouTube right now. Yeah. So. Okay, so the top tier, they're gonna be the GOAT. There's gonna be some of the greatest save files I've ever laid my eyes on. And under that, I'm gonna put we own them. We owe them. And I think that is where I'm going to put Scott. We owe him, okay? In another life, if Scott is like the 3rd or 4th or like the 5th save file I open, I'm making fun of Scott every day of the week, okay? He's going in the bottom tiers. But because Scott started all this shit, we got to put him in the we owe them. All right. We owe it to Scott that we're here today, baby. All right. So there we go. Now you guys understand the format. Let's go ahead and crack open the next one. Oh, that's the wrong way. All right. We got Adrian on Fire Red. Let me see if I can find him over here. Yeah. Adrian on Fire Red. This cartridge is really clean, actually. Actually a damn good cartridge. Good job, Adrian. Good job, Adrian. So Adrian on Fire Red, he only played the game for 7 hours. That's not a very long time to play the game. It's funny because he's got 2 badges and played less time than Scott. So Adrian, I guess props to you on that. It would be dope if Scott actually happened in chat one day. Okay, there's been so many people. I'm gonna keep it real with you. There's been so many people that have come into my videos or commented or come to the stream and been like, that's my save file. I'm Scott. How am I supposed to tell who's who? There's been people that claim every single save file. They're like, that's mine, but there'll be more than one person. If there was ever just one person, I would believe them, but there's always multiple. In fact, there was someone who DM'd me on Discord and they were like, I think that's my save file and I can prove it. And we went on this long thing back and forth about like their other shit, you know, like why they think it's theirs. And we found out it wasn't theirs, but they were like, you know, my bad. I really did think it was mine. But that would have been crazy if I would have found the original owner of one of these. That would be an awesome video to make if I returned it to them or something. Connor, you're actually Scott, really now. All right, so we've got Adrian here on Fire Red. They have 2 gym badges. They played the game for 7 hours. Oh no, I hit the wrong button. Here we go. Boom. Fire Red, the good. Adrian has some of the best nicknames that I have ever seen. Okay, these were so wholesome. We have Gary the Gyarados. I'm little Y. We have Gary the Gyarados and Lizzie the Charmeleon because it's a lizard. So Lizzie the Lizard and Gary the Gyarados. You know, they're just wholesome. They make you smile. You know, this is obviously some child playing this game. So it makes me feel good. You know, they're out there enjoying the game. I guess not that much because they only played for 7 hours, but you know, they got some enjoyment out of it. They left behind Lizzie though. All right, let's talk about the bad. They started a living dex, but only got 10 Pokemon into it. Like, I don't understand how you commit to doing a living dex. You get 7 hours in, and then you go, yeah, never mind. Never mind. I mean, is that relatable to anybody? I don't know. Do people do this with Pokemon challenges? And they're like, okay, I'm going to go for this obscene challenge. And they're like, never mind. It sounded good in my head. That's some January New Year, new me type shit. Real. Is that relatable? Okay. I never even attempt the hard challenge in the first place. So I guess that's where I am different. I would just never even try to do this in the first place. Dual face though, I hope you're doing good. People get discouraged. We got Roku in chat as well. Howdy. Today's stream we're on YouTube and Twitch because I think this is going to take some time. This is going to be a video afterwards, but we're going through, if you just joined, we're going through every single save file that I have ever bought. There's over $1,500. I'm not kidding you. There's $1,500 worth of Pokemon games to my left right now, which is insane to say. It's fucking insane to say. I had this idea last night after last stream when I had just realized how many Pokemon games I have. I said, you know, we need to organize these and get these all together. But yeah, Adrian, we're in the middle of talking about Adrian right now. So the bad, he started living Dex and he only got like 10 Pokemon deep. 5 Misty's worth of games. You're fucking true on that. And the ugly, you couldn't get past gym number 2 and you have an adamant Gyarados. Gary the Gyarados, he was primed and ready to carry you through the entire game. Adamant nature, Gyarados. Okay, you know how many people have rode on the back of Gyarados to success? Gyarados has carried me through like 2 different Gen 4 Nuzlockes alone. Just Gen 4 alone. I always have Gyarados on my final team. It always happens. And this person was primed and ready. Adrian, shame on you. Shame on you. You couldn't get past gym number 2 with an adamant Gyarados on your squad. This could have been the run of a century, but just isn't going to happen for Adrian. So let's go ahead and flip on over to the tier list, and we gotta rank Adrian here. We also gotta turn the sad music off, bro. Come on now. Here we go. We got that mystery dungeon on. Too ashamed to use Gyarados and decided to quit. You know, when you put it like that, how can you hate on him? So we've got the GOAT tier up here. Adrian's not going up here. Maybe we give like a he tried it.
He tried it.
For people who are trying to really do something, you know. They tried. Maybe like a they tried tier, because, you know, I like where Adrian's head was at. He was going to try to complete the whole living Dex. He was going to go on and be a Pokemon master. Professor Oak was going to tell him how cool he was. And he swang for the fences and, you know, it didn't really happen. Did he try though? I mean, he organized the first 10 Pokemon you catch. You know, that's what we could say. Adrian, they tried. They tried
it.
He tried his best. We're not on Scott territory. You know, we owe it all to Scott. He's the GOAT. But, you know, I won't put him bottom tier. I won't put him bottom tier. They tried tier sounds more C than B. We'll probably we'll cook up some better tiers as we go along. I think we'll kind of organize it a little more. He got grounded. Adrian's mom took the game away and was like, "You are not completing that Pokedex, young man." Alrighty. Cheers to you, Adrian. Next, we've got Justin on Omega Ruby version. Okay, so I don't think I talked about this at all. I don't really talk about a lot of their prices. Is this not insane? A lot of people are complaining about Pearl being $75 with no box. I feel like Omega Ruby for 60 bones with no box is insane. Omega Ruby, I feel like this game is not even that old, so it's not like vintage. $60 was a little steep. I'm surprised. I'm surprised by this price point. But we got Justin over here on Omega Ruby. Let's talk about the good. Justin's Hall of Fame team. He beat the game with a Noivern named Kill. You can see right here. He had a Noivern named Kill. I think that is so fucking awesome. That is so metal. Kill the Noivern. That's so fucking awesome, this guy. I did not notice this the first time we looked at this. $60 for Ruby is actually highway robbery. GameStop shuts down in Germany this week, really now. It's probably going to spread to the Netherlands then. I haven't seen a damn GameStop in forever, so who knows? My local GameStop just went out of business a month ago. Yeah, I mean, GameStop is not long for this world. Maybe I need to hurry up and make that video where I sell all my games back to GameStop, so that way they can stay afloat. Or I guess that would be the inverse. They'd be giving me money, so that'd probably hurt them more. I need to make another video where I go buy everything from GameStop. We have to save them. Yeah, rest in peace, fucking GameStop, man. Hey, you know, I gotta love GameStop too. They gave me Scott. But okay, yeah, so we've got Justin here. The good. They beat the game with a Noivern named Kill, which is fucking awesome. The OT is also Teeny Rex, which is incredible. Mind you, this is Omega Ruby, right? So they fucking wonder traded, you know, with somebody or something like that, or they traded to get this Noivern. The Noivern named Kill, you can see right here in plain English, the Noivern still new tackle. You're giving me mixed messages. Useless? How can he be named Kill if he's got fucking tackle, my guy. Bite, air slash, tackle, fly. Now, maybe I'm not a true Noivern fan. Maybe Noivern's level up moveset is painful and this is normal. But come on, man. Kill the Noivern with tackle. We could do so much better. Also had 2 not fully evolved Pokemon on the final squad, I will say. He's got, I mean, you know, Dragonite takes a while to get, sure, and maybe you never find a metal coat. But this is a wacky Hall of Fame team for a guy with Kill the Noivern. So I don't know.
Useless?
That's definitely a doubter moment there. If he still won, I guess that's true. I don't think Omega Ruby is known for being really hard though, as far as I remember. And the ugly, they might have had a living dex, but it looks like they transferred it out. They had all of these boxes labeled with Pokedex numbers, and there is not a soul left behind, except for Pelipper. Poor Pelipper. So Adrian, or whoever the fuck, Jimmy, I would love to have met Kill the Noivern, but I guess that was a little too important to Jimmy, and he transferred it out onto the Switch. So Jimmy, what are we gonna give Jimmy here? We need a new tier. I'm gonna make a new tier called Scorched Earth. And this is where all of the fucking 3DS games that they just transferred all their Pokemon out of is gonna go. All the people who just took their Pokemon and ran, which is, you know, probably what you should do if you're gonna sell a game, right? If you're gonna sell a game to GameStop, I would expect that you transfer all your Pokemon out. But for me, a greedy fucker, I would have loved to have Kill the Noivern. But so for this, Justin is going in Scorched Earth, okay? He left behind nothing but Scorched Earth, okay? You just use and abuse your 3DS game. You don't even let me look at it. I buy your game for $60. You don't even let me Kill the Noivern. Need a Jimmy tier. Which guy had the 3DS with no analog stick in your video? I randomly remember that. That's my homie Forrest. There was a lot of people talking about that too, which is really funny. I think that's from playing Smash on 3DS. If you're like someone who grinded Smash on 3DS, I feel like you know the pain. Or there were some people saying that they would take eggs to Lumio City since it's a circle, and you could just hold your C-pad one way and it'll go around, and people would put a quarter under it. Some guy said they put a quarter under there and it just popped out their C-pad, which is pretty funny. But yeah, here we go. Justin, he's going underneath Adrian here. Let's go ahead and flip back over. How do you guys like this format? I'm kind of proud of this format. And I'm happy I found a way to sort of view everybody, if that makes sense. Where the hell did come on now. Where the hell did the PowerPoint go? Did I close out of it like an asshole? I gotta reopen the PowerPoint. I think I closed it. Hold on now. Slides.google. Here we go. I don't know where it went. Here we go. Oh, I'm getting spoiled. I'm glad you guys can't see it. Okay, Scott, we had kill the Noivern. Here we go. Slideshow. Boom. Bro, what is don't give me this song, bro. Okay, tier list off. Boom, we're back. This is very well done. Thank you. Looks good. I appreciate it. For the love of the grind. Okay, all right. Justin, Omega Ruby, you tried your best. Did you though? Where's this national dex? I would have loved to have seen it. All right, we got Israel, who's the leaf green here, still in the flesh. I guess this is just proof. People still think that I buy Pokemon games to like resell them. And I'm like, brother, I would not flip a profit off of these. These barely work, some of them. They're held together by glue. But we've got Israel and Leaf Green version. If you guys just saw the 23andMe video, this will look a little familiar to you. They played for 104 hours, 149 Pokedex. So they almost saw every single Pokemon in the Kanto region. 8 badges. The good? Let's be honest, Israel played a fuck ton. Okay, 100 hours, that's more than I have in like a single save file, I'm pretty sure. They had a bunch of cool Pokemon. They link traded a bunch of shit. They also had an egg with an Eevee inside that they traded for, which we named Ocean, if you guys remember the stream, because we named it after Lugia's Ocean version. If you guys remember that. The fucking Lugia's Ocean. Or if you guys just saw the 23andMe video. The 23-in-1, whatever the fuck it's called. So Israel, you gotta give him some love.
believe it.
For actually playing the game, which is apparently something not a lot of people are doing. You would be surprised. I feel like 90% of these save files, people did not beat the game. They only got a couple gym badges and they're like, I'm out of here. Which is like, I guess it makes sense why they sold it. If you beat the game, maybe you wouldn't sell it. I don't know. I don't know the thought process there. But the good there, they played a lot and they did a bunch of shit, okay? They almost completed the Pokedex. The bad though, it does look like some of their cool Pokemon were transferred out, right? The team they beat the Hall of Fame with, it's not here. They left a Marshtomp behind. I guess they were like, fuck this guy. They're
Useless.
They said, fuck this guy. Even though Marshtomp you obviously cannot catch in Leaf Green. Or can you? Maybe in one of those endgame islands probably. There might be Marshtomp out there. But unfortunately, yeah, Israel, he didn't leave too much in the box for us to check out. And then finally, the ugly, the unspoken rule, he broke it. Israel, he had not one, not two, but 3 legendaries on his Hall of Fame team. The unspoken rule. You know you're not supposed to do that, okay? You know everybody's gonna make fun of you if you got legendaries on your team when you beat the Hall of Fame. I also just noticed something that's incredibly funny. He traded 135 times and didn't ever trade Haunter to get Gengar. So he just had Haunter. He had 2 starters, 3 legendaries, and a Haunter. What is this team, Israel? What are we doing, man? I don't know what he was doing.
Where did you go?
And like fucking clockwork, Articuno in the chat. What's going on, Articuno? We missed you yesterday on the Twitch. We did a Twitch-only live stream yesterday. And I was like, you know, the only bad part about being on Twitch, I can't just say Articuno. I can't say the A word and have Articuno appear. That's a crazy sound effect.
Where did you go?
But yeah, obviously the unspoken rule, you're not supposed to have legendaries on your team when you beat the game. This dude had all 3. Now, to be fair, Gen 1 is a little different, so we're not gonna hate him and we're not gonna hate on him as much. So let's go ahead and crack open the old tier list here. Where do you guys think, what's his name? Israel. Where does Israel need to go? I don't think Israel's the GOAT, right? He might be, man, because he played this game a fuck ton. I feel like there needs to be one more tier. Maybe one more tier? Then my dumbass head is gonna be in the way. So maybe we just put Israel in the GOAT, right? He almost beat the entire game, man. Between own them and he tried it, I think I can respect that. Big Jimmy tier. Wait, did I put Justin? Is there a Justin and a Jimmy? No, we didn't look at Jimmy yet. We looked at Justin. I got confused. I was like, there's only one Omega Ruby, so yeah, there probably needs to be one more tier right here. I think you guys are right. What do we need to? Oh, we need it below. Fuck. Hold on here. Way too many rows. What should we call this one? Something in between GOAT and we owe them. Something like mad respect. Maybe we just have this tier be mad respect. And this is just, you know, you got to give him some respect, right? Scott, you got to respect Scott, okay? You know, he's the reason we're all here today. Let's be honest. He's like the Lord himself. And then Israel, you know, you got to give him respect. He was playing the damn game, which is something that most of these other motherfuckers are not doing. He's not playing the damn game. So we'll put Israel, I think, in mad respect. We'll probably fuck with these tiers quite a bit as we go on. So don't worry. If somebody's not, you know, up to par, don't worry. We'll get to him. Where the fuck did the damn PowerPoint go again? It keeps closing out. That's annoying. Hold on now. What happens if I put this away? I alt tab and it closes the PowerPoint. That's obnoxious. Hold on here. Oh no, don't look at that. Don't look at that. You're gonna get spoiled. It's all good. Hold on now. Oh, I gotta go back. All right, Israel. Israel had 3 legendaries. Boom. Oh, that's the wrong thing again. Boom. Okay, bear with me. Here we go. Hey, I've never I've never done a PowerPoint stream before, so bear with me here. All right, let's tap into the next one here. We've got JJ. Now, I'm gonna fucking tell you guys the truth. I'm gonna be so for real. I completely forgot I bought this until I was organizing all these save files. I completely forgot I bought an entire Nintendo Switch for one save file. It has been sitting, it is dusty. You can kind of see it. It is dusty, it is gross. It has been sitting on my shelf for a year and a half. I booted this one time for a video, for a YouTube short. It got like 4 million views. I never turned it back on again. I completely forgot I had this. So we gotta talk about JJ, which is gonna be the only Nintendo Switch save file we have on here because it was a pain in the ass to get. I had to DM so many people. To find someone who had a Nintendo Switch that had a save file on here and they weren't gonna delete it when they gave it to me. And this guy, fucking JJ, the GOAT, sent this shit to me, so. S tier trader for getting rid of Shining Pearl. We'll get to that, Jack Frost. Hope you're doing well though. I appreciate seeing so many names that keep coming back. Much love to you guys. But let's talk about JJ here. He's got 70 Pokemon in the dex, 11 hours of playtime. And he was about halfway through the game because he had the Crasher Wake badge, which we'll get to. But he started his adventure in 2022, so a little bit after BDSP actually came out. Let's talk about the good. This save file is hater ammunition for years to come when it comes to BDSP. So if you guys have not seen that YouTube short or don't remember it, basically, I found out this guy, through playing it, never connected his Switch to the internet. This was a Switch that had never seen the light of day on the internet. So he never got the day one patch for BDSP. I'll go full mode here. So he never got the patch, the day one patch, which adds the intro cutscene, the cutscene when you beat the game. It has the shit music in here. I want to find the music. Hold on. I want to find the music because it's got to be out there. Yeah, give me a second. I'm going to find it because I don't think people realize what if you've never heard it before, what the original BDSP soundtrack sounds like before they patched it. Original music. Here we go. Okay, here we go. So this is what the original sounds like. And then let me get to... Okay, let me show you guys what so this is what it's supposed to sound like. So it's like actual instruments, you know, fucking, I don't know, actual orchestra, right? Versus the fucking... It's so bad, and it's theorized that this is supposed to be just a placeholder, right? Like somebody threw this together when the music was not done yet. I'm gonna turn this back down so you guys aren't jamming too hard. But yeah, somebody probably just threw that together. The music wasn't done yet, and they put that together because they needed something there until they finished the soundtrack. Well, for some reason, that's how the game shipped. They were like, fuck it. We'll just make a day one patch with all that shit. So this poor guy never updated their Switch and was playing through with that soundtrack made on a Game Boy Advance. Yeah, but at least the Game Boy Advance songs actually sound good. You know what I'm saying? So this is hater ammo forever, okay? Against BDSP, because it's fuck BDSP all day. This is the only Pokemon game they did some shit like this. So here is what the intro movie, I guess. Let me go back here. Oh, this is what the intro movie looks like. So you know when there's supposed to be Palkia and like the whole cutscene at the beginning of the game, they didn't have any of that. It just literally says Shining Pearl, press the A button. So I feel so bad for JJ. Primplop jump scare, you're so real for that. We head into the bad though. His Baniri must hate him. Let's talk about this, JJ. What were you doing to this Baneri? This Baneri is level 26, probably caught at the first chance possible. Never evolved. Never evolved into Lopunny. What were you doing to this poor Baneri, my main man? I know it's happiness based. How many times did this Baneri die? This guy was like, I don't even know why he kept using the damn thing. It's got quick attack. It's got tackle. What else does it have? Fake tears? What the hell else is this Baneri gonna do? Why'd you have it on the team? He has no idea that it evolves, probably. Bro was just, just like, okay, I'll catch this little rabbit guy. His Baneri must hate him. That's the only reason it did not evolve. But we get into the ugly. BDSP failed this guy so bad that not only did he sell the game, he sold the entire Switch. I think that is a sad tale. And I'm gonna show you this right now. I'm gonna show you what the Switch looks like. Hold on, if I go to the home menu here. There's literally nothing else on it. This guy played no other games. There's no screenshots, there's no nothing. This guy bought a brand new Switch because he wanted to play BDSP. Got 10 hours in and sold the whole fucking thing. I think that is the saddest shit I have ever heard of. This guy will never play a Nintendo game as long as he lives. Maybe this guy, you know, he was like a returning fan after playing the original Gen 4 games. Not anymore, man. Not anymore. He's like, be gone with you. I think he sold this to me for kind of on the cheap too. It was only like 120 bucks, something like that. I don't know how much a Switch Lite goes for, but he wanted that thing out of his house. So, you know, sorry to JJ. I'm sorry that happened to you, dog. At least I get to profit off of it, my main man. That's all I can say to our poor friend JJ. So let me crack open the tier list here. Don't look at that. Hold on. Boom. JJ is GOAT material. Is that the... Yes, he had the version with the fucked up OST. He played through 11 hours of that shit and was probably like, damn, bro. Why does it sound like this? He probably thought it was the original. So I think for that story, I think JJ has to go into GOAT. JJ has to go into GOAT. I think this is the most base thing of all time. 11 hours... He said, fuck this. And he sold the entire thing. I think that's GOAT behavior, honestly. So much love to JJ for trying BDSP, which is the worst Pokemon game of all time. He said, no, fuck this. And he sold his whole Switch. That's GOAT behavior. He's going into GOAT tier. We got Rodri Thunder in chat. A fellow Thunder. A fellow Purple Thunder. Yeah, I think JJ deserves that GOAT tier. Me personally. All right, let's get back into this. We're about a quarter of the way done. We got plenty of save files to go, chatters, so stay locked in. Make sure you're subbed to the channel too, by the way, if you're not already. I know most of you guys are. I've seen lots of your names all the time, so appreciate you guys. We're on YouTube and Twitch today as well, so if you see names in chat that aren't actually on YouTube, that's why we're doubling up today. Stream's good. I think audio's good. I'm gonna keep it rolling. Let me know if anything goes awry. All right, we're gonna get next up into T-Man. Now, T-Man here actually made me realize, because we're on Moon version, Gen 7 territory. When I was looking through these Gen 7 games, I'm looking at the trainer profile and I'm like, where the fuck? Oh my God, the FAP showed up over my face because you typed it so many times. I forgot I had that. I forgot that was a thing. If you typed an emote so many times, it shows up on my face. Okay. So T-Man made me realize that with Gen 7 games, they don't track gyms, right? I was looking at these Gen 7 games. I'm like, why doesn't it tell you how many gyms he's beaten? Because there's no fucking gyms in Gen 7. I completely forgot. So you have to track how many Z crystals you get. I don't know if this is a lot. I don't think he beat the game. This is only 6 of them. And there's more than 8 gym badges. So my main man, T-Man, played for 12 hours. He got 6 badges. I think that's pretty decent. Yeah, he did not beat the game. All right, let's talk about the good with T-Man. This is Moon version, right? Let me see if I've got a Moon version sitting here. I've got a different Moon version that I'll get to later. Yeah, Moon version here. Doesn't have the price on it. I have no idea how much I paid for it. We've got Moon version. We got T-Man. The good? This was an honest to Arceus playthrough, okay? This is an honest to Arceus playthrough. He had all his Pokemon in here. He caught fucking 3 Mankeys for some reason and didn't use any of them. He had the starter. Oh, actually, I take it back. He had a Primeape. So he was looking for that perfect Primeape, I guess. Mans loves Mankey. He caught Gay Meowth, one of my favorite Pokemon. You know, had the starter, had the Gyarados. This is an honest to Arceus playthrough. So I can't hate on this guy, T-Man, at all. The bad, there's like nothing funny here. He just got 10 hours into the game and was like, I'm good. And sold it to GameStop. How am I to hate on that? How am I to hate on that? The ugly, though, using Drowsy on your playthrough team is sus, to say the least.
You never see it coming.
I don't know what he was doing with this guy. Why the fuck are you using Drowsy? Nobody's using Drowsy that has good intentions. All right, T-Man, I'm onto you. Even though he didn't beat the game, he was interested in this Drowsy. Maybe he wanted Hypnosis, I guess, to catch more Pokemon. But I can't trust a man who's just out here using Drowsy for no reason. Let's say that, huh? So let's flip on over back to the tier list. And we got to figure out where to put my man T-Man. He's got a goated name though. I can't take that away from him. So where are we putting T-Man? I guess we got to put him in They Tried. Is T-Man on here? There he is. He's going in They Tried. He tried his goddamn best. They tried material. Yeah, there's nothing to hate on. It's not the worst save file I've ever seen. Don't diss my boy. Listen, I'm not fucking with Drowsy. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Scott, mad respect. We got fucking Jackson Curtis in the building. What's going on, Jackson? Jackson's the GOAT. If you guys don't know, Jackson in chat is the guy who recorded this video. Went on to get 2.5 million views on YouTube. And then even more for the Scott video himself. But he's going to, yeah, Scott's got that mad respect tier. Now, in another world where he's not the first save file we look at, he's going in the bottom. He's going in the bottom. But Scott, you got to give him love. Jackson, you also, I don't know if you caught the earlier part of the stream, but we talked about this guy. I don't know if you ever saw this video. This guy who bought Pokemon BDSP, never connected his Switch to the internet. So he never got the update and was playing with all the shitty music, and then he sold his whole Switch. So that's why JJ right here is in GOAT tier. What happened to Kevin? Kevin's right here, baby. Pokemon Peen. I'll show you guys the whole thing we got. If any of these, if you don't know what any of these are, we'll get to them. Don't you worry. If you're confused by some of these, we are gonna get to them. Don't you worry. But this is all the save files we're working with, baby. This is what we got going with us right now. All right, let me switch on back to the PowerPoint. Hope everybody in chat is doing well though. I meant Justin. Oh, okay, gotcha. All good, GOAT. All good. All right, let's get back into the slideshow. Got that PowerPoint ready to go. All right, yeah, T-Man, something was up there. Can't hate on him though. The Drowsy kind of, you know, it goes even with the fact that he just had a normal ass save file.
He tried it.
All right, next up, we got Michael, baby, on Pokemon X. Let's see if I've got this over here. Oh, actually, I don't want to show the cartridge that Michael has first. Hold on. I think I just have the box over here. Yeah, $40 for Pokemon X. Why is Omega Ruby 20 more dollars than Pokemon X? I don't understand the price curve. I guess it's just based on how many they have in stock, right? But why the fuck do they have a bunch of Gen 6 games? I almost dropped it on you guys. Why they got so many Gen 6 games? Now, Michael here, you guys can all see the same thing as me. 999 hours and 59 minutes. 8 gym badges, 638 Pokemon in the Pokedex. Michael was grinding Pokemon X. The good, Michael did like everything you can do in Kalos. Okay? He even saw Shiny Eviltal, which is something not a lot of you have done. Not a lot of you have done. In fact, I'm gonna guess most of you have not done this because you have to go to like Burger King or whatever. You gotta go to GameStop or something because you can't get Pokemon. You can't get Eviltal normally in game unless you trade or something, right? But if you gotta go to GameStop, you gotta go connect to their Wi-Fi, get the mystery gift, that type of shit. So Michael, mad respect to them for that. It was to the point when I made a short on this video, I was wondering, did Michael cheat? I was thinking he might have just hacked, honestly, because he has done so much shit in this game that I thought maybe he hacked. Maybe he hacked the save file, the time played. I don't know, but there was nothing else that was fishy on it. He didn't have weird items. It's not like he had a bunch of, you know, weird Pokeballs, shit like that. It was a pretty normal save file. He just had a fuck ton of time in game. It's impressive how much effort he put, even if he cheated. Yeah, for real, for real. So that's the good, you know, he really grinded this shit out. He could have also left his 3DS on for 1,000 hours, but even that's a lot of effort. 1,000 hours is a long time to leave your DS open. You gotta go back and charge it at some point. Even if he's popping it open every couple days, that's still a lot of effort even then to just leave your DS on for however many days. So you gotta respect him for that. The bad, he transferred literally everything out. Besides some eggs. There is nothing left in these boxes. There's not a single soul left behind. He had all these crazy Pokemon in the Hall of Fame. He had like a Feraligatr. He had like all the Gen 1 starters. You know, that I wanted to see that shiny Eviltal. Left us high and dry. Scorched Earth. There's not a single thing in here. And what we need to do now, who perfects a Pokemon cartridge just to get rid of all of it? Yeah, I guess he wanted to get it all out. Hatch them? There was like a fuck ton of eggs. There's so many boxes just filled with eggs. Maybe he was a competitive battler, honestly. Could have been like breeding for shinies and shit like that. Same one I had for years as a kid. That could be the case. I've never gotten anywhere close to this amount of time on one cartridge, so I don't know. But if we get it into the ugly, this is what's going to ruin it for a lot of you guys. A lot of you guys are giving love to Michael. I think this is going to put it all in the trash. Please do not suck on your Nintendo 3DS cartridge. This, I am not kidding. This is an actual picture of the Pokemon X cartridge. This is actually what it looks like. It looks like he sucked on it. I swear to God, I did not do this. You can look at the original video that we filmed years ago. This shit looks like he was gnawing on this shit, bro. He was getting crazy with it. Please do not suck on your copy of Pokemon X, please. So Michael, he loved this game a little too much. I'm gonna keep it real with you. He was really into this game. He was really into this.
Nice.
He was really enjoying Pokemon X a little too much. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. He got freaky with his mons. After 1,000 hours, you start feeling things, I guess, you know? You start feeling a little crazy for your Pokemon game. I guess I can see where he's coming from. So let's get into the tier list. Where do we put Michael after that? After all that info you guys just got, he played this game like no other, to the point that he did probably have the cartridge in his mouth at some point. This dude probably he was probably one of the first people that found out what the Switch cartridges taste like. To be honest, it could have been Michael who found this out for us. A real pioneer of their game. What do you guys think? Where the hell does Michael go? Do we need like a freaky tier? Mad respect. Mad respect. It's got to be Scorched Earth. I mean, it is a 3D game with no Pokemon in it, which would be, under normal circumstances, would be Scorched Earth. But the fact that he had so much time in it, no freaky tier. Make a freaky tier. Oh my God. Mad respect. I think I'm gonna put him in mad respect. I think I could see what you guys are thinking. He loved Gen 6 so much. He just wanted a little nibble. He wanted a little taste. And you can't blame a man for trying. That's too fucking funny, bro. Too fucking funny. Jackson, also in chat, has held Michael before. His hands have been on this game. I gotta wash my hands after holding this shit, bro. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm gonna keep it real with you. No one's perfect. He did suck on the game IRL, but he ruled in the game. I can respect that. Hey, I can respect that. Michael, you've got my vote, brother. All right, now that we got that one out of the way, let's talk about Danny. on Sapphire version. If you it gave me swine flu. Bro got that H1N1. Oh no, baby. All right, let's talk about Danny. We've got Sapphire here. If you watched the 23andMe video, you'll have seen this one. So let's go ahead and crack it open, baby. Danny here, the good, they completed the game. Okay, at this point, completing the game is a positive. No one else is really doing that. Unless they had the cartridge in their mouth at some point, I guess. You have to be a glue eater, cartridge eater to beat the game. So you gotta give Danny some love for that. He beat the damn game. He had the most Gen 3 team possible, including this Kadabra. I'm keeping Kadabra as Gen 3. If we get into the bad though, this is the guy, he sold the game in the middle of the Reggie quest. He was doing the Reggie quest. He caught Reggie Ice. He had the Relicanth ready to go. He goes to get Reggie Rock and he says, you know what? Never mind. I don't want to learn Braille. I don't want to do these dumbass puzzles where you have to dig or surf or whatever the fuck it is. He said, you know what? I'm good. I did what I needed to. I beat the game. Fuck all this extra shit. And I put this in the bad, but honestly, as it says right there, it's kind of based. It's kind of based to say, I don't want to learn Braille. I don't want to do these puzzles. This is not what I bought the game for. And you peace out. So, you know, Danny, I can't even hate on him really for that, even though it's under the bad. People say Reggie Ice don't get any respect from me. See, why would it be Reggie Gigas, Reggie Rock, Reggie Steel, Reggie Draco, Reggie Alecki, and Reg Ice? Why would just one of them be different? Speak on that. Speak on that. Why would only one of them sound different? Exactly. It's Reggie Ice, baby. Red Eye, I'm glad we're on the same page. Dual face with the ... You can keep that to yourself. You can keep that to yourself. But there we go. Danny sold their game while trying to catch Reggie Rock. I'm choosing to believe that they wanted to shiny hunt this Reggie Rock and they gave up. Okay, they saved. They were getting these encounters. Shiny Reggie Rock never showed up. They said, fuck it, I'm out of here. The ugly, and this is ironic right after seeing Michael. What the fuck is on this cartridge, Danny? The ugly? What the fuck is that? What did you dip this in? Do y'all see that on there? Do y'all see that? What the fuck did they dip this in? It's tape residue? I don't know, dog. Why would they tape the bottom of the cartridge? I don't know if I trust that, dog. Tar from the highway? He was running this shit over. He said, fuck Reggie Rock. I don't even like shiny Reggie Rock. He fucking ran that shit over to prevent dust from getting in it. You think so? You think he taped the bottom of it? I don't know. It's like all over the bottom. I don't know if that's kind of crazy if he did that. I would not trust that. Now, me personally, my original Game Boy, I had a Game Boy SP that was a SpongeBob one, and I put stickers all over that shit. But I don't think I ever put stickers on the bottom of a cartridge. So I have no idea. Was he doing a little Michael with this shit? Get a little midnight snack? I have no idea. Danny? I could see tape residue, I guess. It's way funnier if it's not that, though. Blew the cartridge too hard, he left burn marks on it. Bro's got that flamethrower, IRL. I don't know what he was doing, man. Crashing out of a Pokemon game and running it over is so funny. Hey, dude, look at these scratches. Y'all can see that. It's got mad scratches on there. This dude ran his copy of Sapphire straight off the road. That's all right, man. Whatever you gotta do. Hey, whatever you gotta do to get that damn anger out. All right, let's go ahead and rank Danny. Where's Danny going, chatters? I think I know we're putting a lot of people in mad respect, but as we get to the second half of this, I think there's going to be a lot of people going in this bottom half. I wouldn't say he's the GOAT. There's a lot of people gooning beneath me, and I'm just going to ignore them and keep doing my thing. You guys do your thing. I'm doing my thing. There's a lot of people gooning. Where do you guys think? Kevin is definitely getting super goat tier. For Pokemon Peen. We'll get there. We'll get there. We will get there. I'm very... I'm going to put Danny... I kind of want to put him in they tried tier. But we'll put him in mad respect, right? He sold the game instead of catching Regirock and Reggie Steel, and then didn't want Regigigas in Gen 4. He said, fuck all that. You can have the game. I'm done. I think they get mad respect for that. I think that's respectable enough. I think there's no way to hate on that. It's impossible. That's just a man playing video games. All right, let's get back into it. We got the PowerPoint. Hey, I do want to say thank you guys for watching this stream. It's a bit of a weird idea. We're about an hour deep. We've still got some to go. But I'm glad you guys are sticking through it. You guys are gooning and fapping on Twitch. Keep doing your thing. As long as you do it on the Twitter, the fucking PT show. Why is there a Genshin Impact character? We'll get there. We'll get there. Don't worry. We'll get there. We'll get there. Next. This is great eating dinner content, and that's what I love to hear. You know, me personally, when I'm fucking macking on my copy of X, when I'm fucking macking on my copy of Sapphire, I would love to have a great Purple Thunder video on in the background. All right, let's get down and dirty with it. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Where did you go?
If you guys have seen the 23andMe video, you guys know what this one is. You guys know what this one is. We got Brian on here. Brian is going to be a weird one. We're not going to talk about how many badges Brian got because the good, he gave us this Brian drowned meme. For the video, I looked up a Ben drowned image and I was like, you guys know, like, back in the day counter is 1 right now for Unk Thunder. Back in the day, if you would search something Nintendo related that wasn't necessarily Pokemon, there would always be a random image that was someone that made it into a Pokemon card. So like there would be Sonic the Hedgehog as a Pokemon card would come up for some reason. Or like you look up Link, you look up, Peach, whatever. And I was like, is there a Ben drowned Pokemon card? And what do you fucking know? There was a bunch of those motherfuckers on there. There was Ben drowned Pokemon cards coming out of every fucking website on Google Images. So they gave us this Brian drowned meme that we used in the 23andMe video, which I fucking thought this was hilarious. So shout out to Ben drowned for Brian for that. So that's the good. The bad, this freezes my Game Boy because there is a fucking horrifying sticker on the back. I even tried it today. I even tried to get this one to work today. It froze my DS yet again. I tried this one again today. Froze my Game Boy still. It's still freezing my Game Boy. It has not worked not one time. The people in the YouTube comments were telling me I should clean it, that I should take like rubbing alcohol and go crazy inside the motherboard. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm not doing that. I'm not one of these YouTube short guys that are gonna like restore a cartridge that's been left in a dumpster for 30 years. That's not me, bro. I'm not gonna get down and dirty with Brian here just to find out he has like 5 badges or something, man. I'm really not that into it. I'm sorry. So Brian, he's never working ever again. Maybe he shouldn't have put this fucking sticker on the back. And that's the bad, by the way. This isn't even the worst part, which is the ugly. It cost $2 short of $200 to buy Brian. It looks like it was working at some point because he had to take this picture. This is how we know he's Brian. Yeah, it is less than $2 short of $200 with the title, of course, authentic, save tested, dry battery. So there you go. There you go. This is what Brian is to me. A fucking scammer. A fucking loser bitch. So where do you guys think Brian is going? We need like a below scorched earth tier. We need like a super L I want to die tier. I think that's low key what we need. Is there a possibility the game is like region locked? I don't think so. I don't think so. It gives me varying freezes. Misty full art tier. We'll get add a row below. Why do I do this to myself? Tier. What color should this will be? Like gray. Why do I do this to myself? Tier. And Brian's going right in there. Why Goon Dungeon? Speak on that. Why would I call it Goon Dungeon? This is gonna be called Why Do I Do This to Myself? Just replaced my emerald battery the other day, burned my finger, but guess who's growing berries now? There you go. Goon Dungeon should go above. All right. Hold on now. Let's get it back together. The gooning's going a little too crazy today. Let's get it back together and talk about some save files, why don't we? Goon on him for his feature. I'm gonna ban gooning. You guys are getting too close. That okay? No, not like that. Not like that. Nice. Not like that. I gotta choose my words carefully. 1984 for banning gooning. I'm just saying. I need the goon usage to go a little down. You gotta bring the gooning a little bit down. Okay? I won't ban it, but we gotta bring it down a little bit. The last like 5 videos of mine are gonna be like, it's just you guys just gonna be saying gooning over and over in the comments. Okay, let's get into the next one, shall we? Here we go. We have Raiden on Sun version. Now, I myself, when I think Raiden, I think of the dude from Metal Gear Solid. I think this is the same guy who fucking punches Senator Armstrong or whatever in MGR. I think of this guy, and I looked up Raiden to get an image here, and I'm reminded that there's also other Raidens. So who do you guys think? Yeah, fucking standing here, I realize. I think that's Raiden. So what do you guys, which Raiden do you think this guy was? Is it Sword Titty Lady? Is it fucking badass guy who punches fucking presidents? Or is it the dude from Mortal Kombat? Which Raiden do you think this person is named after? Or maybe their real name is Raiden? If so, you gotta go in GOAT tier for that. Gotta go in GOAT tier for that. That's how I see it, personally. But what if we look at what, definitely the dude from MK, because he doesn't get anything done. For this stream, it's the Genshin girl, it's Sword Titty Lady. I did fucking realize after putting this here, she is pulling a sword right out of her chest, man. Genshin community, much love to you guys. Hope you're doing great. I have no quarrel with the Genshin Gacha community. I have no quarrel. Much love to you guys. Hope you're having a great new year. That's what I'll say. Depends on the type of Pokemon he used. Okay. Well, he somehow had 24 hours played and got 4 crystals, which is akin to 4 gym badges, I think. He played this for an entire day and got only a few gym badges to show for it. The trainer name and the Pokemon nicknames do not line up, which is awesome. So I'm thinking Raiden, I'm thinking the Metal Gear Solid guy, and I'm thinking OMG. He's gonna have kill the Noivern. He's gonna have shit like that. He's gonna have murder the Aegislash. There's gonna be like Red Rum or some shit like that. No. This dude has Birdman, the Trumbeak. He's got Maya the dog. Maya the dog, the Growlithe. And my favorite nickname I've seen all day, Nasty the Grimer. This thing is named Nasty.
Useless?
I could just imagine someone playing Pokemon for the first time, seeing a Grimer or a Muck, and catching it and going, ooh, nasty. I can fucking see that, bro. I could just see like an honest, authentic reaction to seeing a lowland grimer for the first time. His shit is dripping out of his mouth, and you catch that and you go, nasty. So that is the good, bro. That is the good. Cinema playthrough. The bad. How can you leave Kitty Cat the Incineroar behind? Be real with me. How can you leave Kitty Cat the Incineroar behind? Now the other save files, I complained that they transferred all their Pokemon out. This one though, they had their starter, Litten. They name it Kitty Cat. They go through an entire adventure together, 24 hours of gaming. They evolve it all the way up to Incineroar just to fucking leave it on your DS and sell it to GameStop. Now my dumbass is responsible for Kitty Cat the Incineroar. Also, it does have the silk scarf now that I realize this. Yes, it is holding a silk scarf. But I mean, how didn't you have something going with Kitty Cat, man? I'm not talking like to the level of bite your copy of Pokemon Sun here. But is there no love for Kitty Cat? 24 hours together, does that mean nothing to you, Raiden? Probably spent more, had to, you know, sell this game to get more money to do some pulls on Genshin, I guess. Now the ugly, the downright ugly, I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. When Game Freak is making Pokemon games, this is the target audience. This is their player base. This Pikachu has 4 electric type moves and is holding the Normalium Z. It's Pikachu! This is who they have in mind. When you are wondering, why does every Pokemon game hold your hand? Why do they never shut the fuck up? Why do they need to teach me how to catch Pokemon for the millionth time? It's because of people like Raiden here. You have not only, I mean, Pikachu with 4 electric type moves is comedy enough, but for it to then be holding the Normalium Z is cinema. It's cinema. It is cinema.
Yep, it's him.
Raiden is the reason we don't have the Battle Frontier. This is what people were. This is what fucking Masuda meant when he said people don't have time for video games. Somehow Raiden played this game for 24 hours, didn't realize the Normalium Z did nothing unless you have a normal type move. I don't know what you guys are on about. Well, I mean, put your money where your mouth is. Where are we putting this? Where are we putting this? Where is it going on the tier list? I gotta pull the tier list back up, baby. Where are we putting this? Some say it's peak. Why the fuck do it look like that now? Hold on now. Y'all can't see some of them. Why the fuck is it all the way off to the left, man? Hold on now. Hold on now. What the hell happened? Boom. There we go. Boom. Tier list back. Okay. PokeZoomer tier. I think this kind of goes in they tried. I respect the normie playthrough. I think this kind of goes in they tried. They tried is like normie playthrough. You know, they tried their best. Who is this again? Oh, do I not have this one? Wait, who is this? Raiden? No, it's Raiden. It's Raiden. It's Raiden. There we go. I was like, which person is this? Oh my god, I fucking confused myself with my own scheme here. Raiden, they fucking tried their best, okay? They tried their fucking best. They left Kitty Cat behind because they didn't even know Pokemon. They had no idea Pokemon Home was even a thing. I could assume that's what happened. You can only get in they tried if you get halfway through the game. 24 hours in the game is like, I'll take that. I'll take that. I do like that criteria though, Jack Frost. Jack Frost. Actually, it would be Pokemon Bank. Well, same different. Hold immersive Charizard? Hell yeah, hell yeah. All right, let's get back into it. Hold on, I gotta... Chat, give me like 10 seconds. I'm gonna go grab my water bottle. I promise it'll be 10 seconds. Did the lake theme come on? My ass is parched. I am yapping on the stream. I am yapping. All right, let's get back into it. Shall we? Shall we?
Where did you go?
This is a great reminder. Hey, we're streaming on both Twitch and YouTube. We are live on both. Make sure you're following. Make sure you're subbed, okay? Some people, they are not subbed. And sometimes I don't know when I go live. So make sure that's not you. Don't get caught lacking. Don't get caught lacking. All right, let's get into the next one. What a great one to return to. This is A from, you read that correctly, Pokemon Moon Black 2, baby. If you've seen the 23andMe video, the new one, you're well acquainted. Pokemon Moon Black 2. People are calling this instant GOAT tier. Thunderclap that like button. Hey, I might steal that now. Hold on. Pokemon Moon Black 2, which it says it was produced by the Pokemon Company. Who's to say if that's true or not? Really, who's to say? We do have A here though. Pokemon Moon Black 2, they got 15 minutes into the game before selling me this. The good. Honestly, a cool idea to put Gen 7 stuff in Gen 5. I don't know why that's what they decided on. Why Pokemon Moon? Why Black 2? Such an odd combination of games. But I'm here for it. We've got Litten as the starter, level 5. With the OT of A, of course. No disrespect. I like the idea. The bad, I forever live in fear now of Nintendo for buying this. I fear for my life now that I own this, and I fear as though my living, home, the place I live is now marked on a map somewhere at Nintendo fucking headquarters. If one day I don't come back, you guys know. You guys know why. Nintendo found me after buying this game. And the ugly. This is what I feared the most, and it actually came true. The ugly. On the 23andMe video, not one but two people that claim to be Moon Black 2 devs said they did not make this. they did not make this box and sell it. So they had no idea this was even a thing, let alone, were the people behind selling it. So some guy in China is holding my $35 for making this, which it says right on the back, made in China. And it has this fucking warning. You didn't buy the game, you bought the fucking box and the game came with it. So I feel bad that I paid some fucker in China $35 to buy this. And, it didn't actually go to the devs. And the funniest fucking part of this, they said this is an old version of the game. It's not even the newest version of the mod. So how the fuck did they get this? How did they make this with an old version of the game? You didn't even download the most recent version. Go back one slide. What's up? What's up? Is my fucking IP address on here? There is Sonic the Hedgehog in the top right, if that's what you're gonna say. Sonic Rush Mode select screen? Yeah, I don't know why that's what's on here. Yes, unfortunately, Pokemon Moon Black 2 was not sold to me by the devs, as I feared. As I feared it would be so. I kind of figured that's what the case was. I think any smart Pokemon / Nintendo modder keeps money out of the business. But where do you guys want to put A for Pokemon Moonblack 2? I would put this like legitimately in GOAT tier if this was the real thing. GOAT because of Sonic? It literally like, I can't even go. I gotta put this like down here. I gotta put this like at the bottom with the why do I do this to myself? I gotta put it down here. I just paid some guy in China to give me a save file with 15 minutes of progress that he yoinked from some modder. I think I gotta put this down here, man. It's gotta go at the bottom.
Where did you go?
I think that's where he's gonna go, man. Do. All right, we're rounding third on this. We're getting to the end of the save file extravaganza. Shout out to everybody who stuck with us so far. It's taken a little longer than I thought it would, but I think it's been a good stream. It's been fun. I'll probably turn this into a video as well. All right, we've got Jimmy on Ruby version. For some reason, Jimmy, people were talking about him previously. I really don't think he has anything that crazy, though. I think this is a tame save file. He's got 3 badges and 5 hours. He's putting Scott to shame here. In like a third of the time, he got 3 times as many badges. Scott, look away, my brother. The good. This is yet again another honest Arceus playthrough. There is nothing to be seen here that made me fear for my life or fear that my IP address is going to be downloaded by a guy in China.
He tried it.
It was an honest Arceus playthrough. There was nothing wacky on here. The bad, he was likely about to get his ass beat by Flannery. He was very likely about to get that ass beat by this level 28 Torkoal. His best Pokemon is Breloom at level 27. Maybe this Combuskin could carry with double kick or something, but there's a good chance he was about to get his ass beat. He was in whatever town that is, Falarborough or whatever, just about to head to the gym and sold the game. I think he knew about the impending doom that is Flannery. And the ugly possibly quit the game because Lynette was in the way of the box. I swear to God, when you open this save file, they are saved right next to Lynette, who's in the way of the Pokemon computer. Because, you know, you have to meet her and find out that she made the boxes or whatever. So it seems like this guy was like, what the fuck? Why can't I see my Pokemon? And then sold the game? I don't know. I don't know why this would be the last thing they save on. They just got into the game. They were like, why can't I go to the Pokemon? There's this dumb bitch standing in my way. And just never talked to her to find out what happened. Very weird behavior from Jimmy. Potentially a misogynist, Jimmy. That's not good. That's not good of you, my man. He did not accept her apology. Oh, sorry. Yeah, didn't even talk to her. Didn't even figure out what was going on there, really. So there's got to be something there. Is that a he tried it? I feel like low key, do we need a tier like below he tried it? I feel like we might need, because there's like they tried, but like some of these like they really didn't try. They really didn't try. Or is that maybe Scorched Earth tier? I think we're about to get some more Scorched Earth individuals though, because we got some 3DS games coming up and we all know how those go. I think I'm gonna put Jimmy in They Tried. They gave it the old college try. They had Combuskin, they had Breloom, just wasn't really feeling it and knew Flannery was about to kick their ass. What more is there to say, truly? What more is there to say? Gen 7 is peak. Red Eye, you gotta up your standards, big dog. You gotta up your standards, big dog. You can't be just calling anything peak. Gen 7's good though. If I speak if I speak, I'll be in big trouble.
Nice.
Burn this Gen 7 hater down. I'm not a hater, not a hater, not a hater, not a hater. Not a hater. Peak though, peak is a strong word, okay? Peak is a strong word. Sorry, I'm slamming on this goddamn water. It's an ASMR stream. All right. Let's get to the next one. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. We've got Kevin. And you know what this is supposed to say? This is Pokemon Peen version, baby. Pokemon Peen version. We got Kevin. Kevin beat the game, which yet again is an achievement around here, apparently. Getting to the end of a Pokemon game is not something everybody does, is what I'm learning. We got Rescue Squad Colt. Hope you're doing fantastic, Goat. Love seeing you around still. Jack Frost is hyped for this one, Pokemon Peen, baby. Let's talk about the good. They did transfer some Pokemon, but they left us one of the best Pokemon I've ever seen. Dick ass the Blastoise.
Nice.
They left us dick ass the Blastoise, so you gotta clap it up for them. You gotta clap it up for Kevin. My goat. You gotta love it. They left us some bangers, okay? They didn't leave everybody in the boxes, but they left some bangers. You have a theory? Theory on why some of them never beat the game. Speak on that. What's your theory? Did they all get grounded? Don't come at me with like, some of the comments are like, yo, what if their mom needed to pay for rent, so they took the game to GameStop to sell it? I'm like, yeah? She paid for rent with $30 of GameStop gift cards? They got grounded. See, you can get grounded without selling your game to GameStop. I mean, maybe mom sold them to punish them. See, this is what I'm saying though. Like, is this a real thing? $1,500 of Pokemon games are sitting next to me. There's no way all of them were like that. They're like, oh, my mom grounded me and sold my game. They died. Okay. Yes, maybe Jimmy fucking died before he could beat the third gym. There's a good chance, I guess. If you want to think about it like that, Jimmy could be 6 feet under it. He can't get 6 badges because he's 6 feet under. There's a good chance, I guess. Could have happened. I'm just saying, if I croaked, I would hope my mom didn't take my shit to GameStop to get some in-store credit, man. That'd be a little disrespectful. She's like, oh, dude, I really did want to get Breath of the Wild, though, so might as well sell his games. I don't know. Maybe I come from a different household. I don't think if I died, the first thing my parents would do is go sell my shit to GameStop. I don't know. It could be a difference in culture, maybe. Pokemon game, probably a DS game. That's what I'm thinking, right? Like, I'm just kind of realizing maybe Pokemon for me. Like, there's plenty of games that I've played and I didn't finish. That's got to be Pokemon for somebody, right? If I had a Blastoise named Dickass, I would die with a fulfilled life. Yeah, imagine you die, right? Okay, imagine you die and your legacy is Dickass the Blastoise. And we're just, some asshole loads up a YouTube video and makes fun of you. This guy could be dead, yeah, and I'm making fun of him. Sorry, bucko. Sorry, Kevin from Pokemon Peen version. You had a good life, man. I'm sorry. All right, let's talk about Kevin on Peen version. The bad, they beat Cynthia with a Charizard that has 3 fire-type moves and fly. Come on, Kevin. Come on, Kevin. This team is wacky as hell, I will say. Why do we have where did this Charizard even come from? Kevin, speak. I wish I could interview these people, man. This type of video would be so awesome if I could find Kevin and talk to him. Kevin lives on within us with dick ass.
Nice.
You got in a mystery trade? That's not a thing in Gen 4. There's no wonder trading. So I don't know. I guess these are transfers of some kind. Everybody and their mom on these Gen 4 games was transferring though. I never did that shit. I didn't have any Game Boy games and I didn't have any friends when I was playing Gen 4. So it was outside of my comfort zone to be getting trades. These guys are trading like crazy, or maybe, you know, Action Replay, sure. But they were going crazy. And finally, the ugly. You guys are ready for it. It's Pokemon Peen, baby. There is not one, but two different stickers on this for some reason. I have no idea why. What happened to the first sticker? What happened to the second sticker? Why is there a third sticker? And why does it say Pokemon Peen on there? No one will ever know. No one will ever know. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys though. The bad and the ugly was not that bad at all. The bad and the ugly were pretty beast. So I'm kind of thinking Kevin goes into that magical goat tier. And the fact that Kevin could be dead, we have to respect him. He beat the game too. I don't know why we're talking about Kevin like he died. Kevin actually beat the game. We don't have to theorize what happened to him because he beat the game. He beat Cynthia. He had a Charizard with 3 fire type moves and fly. A dick-ass the Blastoise with all HMs. To be fair, I think if I had a Blastoise, I would probably be teaching that guy mad HMs. Waterfall, Surf, Dive, Strength. He can get it all, man. Fucking Rock Smash. I was gonna say Head Smash.
Nice.
But yeah, high key, I think Kevin deserves GOAT tier. The bad, the ugly, kind of just makes it better, man. Kind of just makes it better. I think he deserves to be up here with JJ. Do I have a Gen 4 bias? Who's to say? Who's to say, really? I just love me some Gen 4, man. I'm allowed to have a little bias in my life. Kevin's mom put it on. Kevin's mom beat the game for Kevin after Kevin died. I like that theory. Being home alone did numbers to this man. All right, here we go. We're rounding third base. I know I said that a while ago, but we're getting to the end here. Little Y, sorry. Got to put some respect on his street name. Where are we at here? Where's Lil Y? I think Lil Y is this one. It didn't have a price on it when we bought it. Lil Y, I don't know what they were cooking, man. I do not know what they were cooking. 36 hours in-game time with 6 badges. Weird, 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 if you ask me, man. Pretty much every Pokemon game you can beat in 20 hours. What are these extra 16 hours? What are you doing? You breeding? Catching some Pokemon? That's fine. But you can't even beat the game? 6 badges is a weird amount to sell the game at, okay? You're almost done at that point. You gotta go fight Lysander, fight Diantha, whatever her name is. You beat the game, man. You're so close. Just fucking get to the end. Let's talk about the good. This is the best trainer name I've seen. Lil Y. I don't know what on earth is going on in their mind when they're like, yeah, I'm Lil Y, because I'm playing Y version. You know what it is? It's Little Y, man. You know how it goes. I think maybe they got confused. This could be a second playthrough, because if you remember in X and Y, they ask you for a nickname. They're like, because you have your homies in game, and they're like, what do you want your nickname to be? And they just take like the first initial from your name. And you can be like, if you were like Dylan or Dave, you could be Big D. Which is fucking hilarious. But yeah, maybe I got confused. Lil Y, I love this name. This is an awesome name. Let's talk about the bad. Has a box labeled level 100, and the only thing inside of it is a level 18 Rhyhorn.
Where did you go?
What happened here? What's going on here? If this is not some scorched earth bullshit, I don't know what it is, man. Took every single Pokemon he owned and left. And maybe this is false advertising. Maybe he never really did have level 100s, but maybe he was aspiring to get these level 100s. You know, these were Pokemon he was planning to get to level 100. Would his nickname be Big Lil Y? That would be gas. That would be gas. He was setting himself up to just be medium Y. Yeah, I don't know. Dude, I just noticed the Rhyhorn's nature is lonely. Oh. Oh. That's so sad. The Rhyhorn, no! He's lonely, man. What What the fuck? How did you do this, Lil Y? You had my respect. It's all gone. This poor Rhyhorn, man. The ugly, you know, he transferred everything out before he even beat the game. He's at 6 badges and he transfers everything out. You don't even have the box legendary. He didn't even see Eviltall yet, and he's transferring things out. Come on, man. Lil Y, you disgust me. You disgust me. That fucking Rhyhorn, he had faith in you. He was so ready to become level 100, and you fucking left him high and dry. I think it's easy to see Lil Y, Scorched Earth. Scorched Earth. Left nothing behind. Nothing behind but dust. And a sad, sad Rhyhorn. Unk Thunder check. General chat. Is that just what I respond to now? That's just what I am? Let me peep general. Nintendo Switch OLED. White Pro Controller and Hori split pads for 99 cents? I think it just starts at 99 cents because it has 0 bids. So you have to bid on it. I think they're expecting that people bid on it. We got Big Jim Holla in the chat. Big Jim, what's your... let's go back through and show this save file to Big Jim. I want to see what Big Jim thinks about this save file. I need you to weigh in on this. As an expert that I know you are, Big Jim. I know you have 10,000 hours. We got a little Y here who was playing Y version. All right, he's got 6 badges. It's 8 badges to beat the game. So a little weird to have 6 badges and then sell the game. He is named Lil Y. What was this about? He had a box called Level 100, only had a level 18 Rhyhorn in it. And then sold the game. What was that about? Huh? I need answers, Lil Y. What were you doing? Big Jim, what do you think about Kevin's mom? Big Jim, yeah, what's your take on this, huh? Is this looking pretty beast to you? Is this looking like a base save file? Do you have any knowledge of Pokemon, Big Jim? I have no idea if you're a Pokemon fan or not. Kevin's mom is fire. There you go. There you go. There you go.
Nice.
That's the final say on Kevin's mom. I heard she's got it going on. Okay, next up, we got another banger name. I will say we got Juju. Where's Juju at? $50. Lil Y got jumped. Someone stole all his Pokemon. Dude, imagine. That's got to have happened to at least one person. Some kid at school has Pokemon Bank. They're like, hand over Pokemon X, bitch. And then they take your game. They come back the next day, give it back to you. All your Pokemon are gone. It's got to happen to at least one person. But yeah, no, sorry. This is Juju. We have Juju here. One single fucking badge. One singular badge. 14 hours of playtime as the creepy fucking Orberg Gate music comes on. I would love to know. 65 in the Pokedex with one badge. I guess in X, you go to like Lumiose. There's like a bunch of shit to do there before you get Gym 2. So I guess this could be fine. Let's talk about the good. He's got an insane team for a guy with one badge. This is a pretty crazy team for a guy that won one badge. Charmeleon. So we got 2 Gen 1 starters, an actual starter, a fully evolved Gengar, a fully evolved Lucario, a Litleo. Man has a pretty crazy team for somebody who only has one badge. So mad props to him on that. Mad props to him there. The bad? He does only have one badge. he does only have one badge. Despite having a cool team, he's got one badge. I don't know how this happened, man. How people who spend time getting Pokemon they're not supposed to have normally. Like this guy has 2 Gen 1 starters. You can get 1 starter from Gen 1 in X and Y, but 2, so he's trading, he's doing crazy shit. Why do you sell the game before you beat it, man? If you're gonna spend all that time trading, at least beat the fucking game. It's pretty impressive. Yeah, I that's what I mean, man. He's doing so much and then he sells the game before he even gets like halfway through. And the ugly, I think he had a fucking seizure while playing this game. What the fuck did he name this Litleo? This guy could have actually died. He fucking passed out. He's on his DS naming Litleo. Just like, what happened, man? Juju, wake up. You got more badges to get, man. Why is this holding a great ball too? Does it have pickup? Does Litleo have pickup, or did he just give him a great ball? Deathbed Pokemon playthrough. Too much death this stream. I know, this got grim. We're just contemplating how all of these people died, I guess. The Deathlock. Oh no. A Nuzlocke. But if you die in the game, you die in real life. Gen 6 was too hard. More like Gen 6 is too boring. You had a fucking seizure. He died of boredom, probably. Rest in peace, Juju. Rest in peace. I'm gonna put him on a t-shirt. Yeah, this one definitely died. All right. Hey, we got a 2-for-1 combo pack because check this shit out. Oh my God, I keep grabbing my face or the wrong thing. We got not one, but 2 save files from the same guy, Cade here. When I bought all these from GameStop a couple years ago, somebody must have sold their whole collection. And we have Cade, who was playing Omega Ruby and Moon version. Bad juju, oh no. Now you're gonna notice something's a little sneaky here, something's a little weird, because I don't know what the fuck's going on. How does he have 21 hours in one game and 55 in the other? I guess he really loved Gen 7. He was not a big fan of the remakes. Hold on now. Is the stream still live? Can you guys still hear me? Or is it dead? For some reason, it's telling me that I can't see chat. Are you guys still out there? Okay, I'm seeing a yes. Okay, I don't know why fucking stream chat is like, you're cooked, bucko. Let's get back into it. Sorry about that. You're good. Where'd Thunder go? Don't say that. It's all in your head, Schizo. Okay, let me know if it goes down. And let's get back into it. All right, so this Omega Ruby version, I can't talk. I've been yapping for an hour and a half straight. We've got the Omega Ruby version and the Moon version. The good, we found twin brother copies of Pokemon. You don't see this too much. Even when I bought 4 GBA cartridges all together, they were all different names on them. So I don't know where those came from. I don't want to know. Maybe that guy robbed a bunch of people and sold them online. Your stream is more alive than Juju. Fucking Juju, man. Oh my God. That's so sad. It's just getting more and more real that he's dead. Anyways, okay. We found I'm so off track now. Okay, we found twin brother copies. Cade, Omega Ruby, Moon version. The bad. He fucking quit Omega Ruby and then switched to Moon version. He quit at the finish line. He's doing the Team Magma shit on the way to the 8th gym, and then was like, nah, I think I'm actually gonna move on over to Moon version. What the fuck's going on with that? That's a psychotic way to play. That is psychotic. That's insane. He got it for his birthday? Then how did he get Omega Ruby? If he's playing 2 games in the same year, Christmas, birthday, then Christmas, maybe, I guess? The back-to-back type shit? Yeah, maybe his birthday's early in the year. He gets Omega Ruby. Christmas hits. He wasn't finished with Omega Ruby. He wants to play that new game. He likes it way better, then sells them. Probably wanted to move a Charizard over to Oros and saw he couldn't. Oh my God. And the ugly, he left nothing but Zygarde. There's 0 Pokemon in here except for Zygarde, which is a really funny Pokemon to leave behind. Of all the Pokemon to not transfer, he picked Zygarde. And he this is in Moon, so he was collecting the little sperm cells or whatever the hell they are.
Nice.
He had to pick up like 100 of them to get the snake Zygarde. He didn't even have the dog one. And he said, yeah, I'm good. Kind of beast, to be honest. Fuck fetch quests in Pokemon. Where are we putting this guy? I think it's a pretty easy answer. Cade, between 2 games, you left 1 Pokemon. And it was a shitty fetch quest 1. Cade, you're going in Scorched Earth tier, my man. Not mad respect, not mad respect. Honestly, he's a fucking monster. There needs to be a tier for monstrous behavior. They tried, they didn't try though. He beat 1.5 Pokemon games and fucking burned them to the ground. I don't think so. I'm fighting back. Mad respect because he knows ball? We're just giving him love because he loves Gen 7? I don't think so. It's going in Scorched Earth. He left it all behind. He left his Zygarde behind, man. What did Zygarde do? He didn't even get his own game. He didn't even get Pokemon Z. He's like an afterthought in Sun and Moon, man. Why'd he gotta do that to Zygarde? Oh wait, we didn't pick somewhere to put Juju. Where are we putting Juju? I think he's low-key going in Scorched Earth as well. As a gift. Where are we putting Juju, chat? He had 1 gym badge and then fucking died. Maybe we put it in They Tried. Juju maybe would have beaten the game if they didn't die, huh? We'll put Juju here. They tried their best. Juju goes right here. They would have loved to have beaten the game if they didn't die. He's dead, so go tier. This is really fucking my whole vibe up, man, to talk about how he fucking croaked. We're putting him in They Tried. He would have loved to beat the game if he was still alive. God rest his soul. All right. Chat, I got good news, I got bad news, depending on which type of guy you are. We are on the last game. We are on the final game. How many save files left? Literally 1 as you type that. 1 singular save file left. That answers the question. It does indeed. It does indeed. Cade, even on a dual combo pack, still left everything high and dry except for Zygarde. Buy some more. Okay. All right. Hey, I would love to buy some more. I'm on my Mr. Beast shit, and not in a weird way, not in a weird modern
Nice.
way. I was just gonna say, every dollar that I fucking earn on YouTube, it's turned all into save files, man. Every dollar I've earned. So I just need, if you hit the sub button right now, I'll buy $1,500 more of Pokemon games. I'll find more dead people. I'll find more fake copies. I'm doing it all, baby. I'm doing it all, baby. Just make sure you subscribe, huh? There we go. How's that for a call to action? I'll find more dead save files, and I'm not talking about in game. Let's talk about the last one here. This is the last save file of the day. We've got Levi. I'll find more dead people. Oh my God. Okay, Juju's out of sight, out of mind. We've got Levi here. This is our last one. Another $75 Pearl version. All of our Pearl versions have been winners in some way or another. So what does Levi have? The good. They had an egg that was 15 years old and we hatched it. It was Levi. It was Riolu. We named it him because we were so fucking chuffed that he had an OT with him as the gamer tag. So we thought that shit was really funny. It's not every day you get to hatch an egg that is 15 years old. It's older than a lot of your viewers because, oh my God, every other comment on that short is this egg is older than me, which is a little sobering, I will say. Unk Thunder moment for real, for real. This needs to be sort of like a gatekeeper thing. Like if you are younger than this Riolu, you cannot pass. I'm the same age as the egg. This is what I'm saying. Why do they call themselves out like that? Like there's so many people that were like, this is my exact birthday, or like this egg is older than me. And I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. All right, so that was the good. The bad? They needed 2 Palkias to beat Cynthia. Not 1, but 2 Palkias to beat Cynthia. Listen, the memes that Cynthia is really hard, you know, I love him as much as the next guy, but this is ridiculous. At level 69,
Nice.
Palkia, and another Palkia, along with Uxie and Azelf. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, These two Pokemon are shit. So I could see why they needed the extra firepower to back it up. But 4 legendaries, 2 of which being the guy on the box, is pretty shameful, I'll say. Bro just loves Pokemon Pearl. Just a big fan, I guess. Just a big fan. Really wants to see this guy. 3 out of 6 of these Pokemon are shit, by the way, which is probably why he was actually having troubles. I don't know what happens in little Timmy's mind that they think this is a good idea. Because I'll tell you right now, back in the day, counter number 2, I did this exact same thing. My final team to beat Pearl for the first time was 2 Infernapes, Palkia, Garatina, and whatever 2 other Mons. And that's because I played through Pokemon Pearl. I got to Cynthia. I could not beat her. I gave up. I fucked off. I started doing random other things in the game. I had like 80 hours in the game and I hadn't beaten Cynthia because she was kicking my ass. Then Pokemon Platinum came out. I got Pokemon Platinum. I played all the way up and I got to Cynthia. The same thing happened. I could not beat Cynthia. So I got the wise idea to trade with myself and make a fuck ass team where I had 2 Infernapes and 2 box legendaries. And after that, I was able to beat Cynthia. And I popped off so hard. I think that's the first gaming accomplishment I really did in my life, was beating Cynthia. So I got, you know, no hate for Levi for doing this, but it is shameful, I will say.
Useless?
And the ugly, the final thing. Levi's save file, I've been loving it so far. It was one of my favorites when we explored it in the main video. But the ugly, this Venusaur's OT is a slur. which is pretty ugly if you ask me. That brings it down quite a few points, I will say. Levi, I don't know who they were trading with. I can't put all the blame on Levi. Could have been some other guy who thought they were really funny. Might not be Levi's alt account, but that does bring it down quite a few points in my book, I think. So, so with that being said, this might not be in GOAT tier. Dick Ass's cousin. I don't know. It could very well be. Could very well be. Levi as the final guy. I would love to put you in GOAT tier, but I gotta put you one below. I'm sorry. I gotta put Levi down here. GOAT tier. GOAT tier. And there's a hard line right here, and you can't pass it if you start dropping slurs in your save file. So Levi, you get to sit here with Michael, who chews on his game cartridges. You feel good about yourself now, Levi, huh? That's your punishment now. You get to sit next to Michael. And chatters, let me get rid of my stupid ass face so you guys can see. This is the full tier list. I think this tier list makes a lot of sense. Ignore the fact that there is an anime character here. If people... Okay, this is a great way to call people out when this becomes a YouTube video. This is going to be a great way to call someone out who didn't watch the full video. If they skip to the end and see the tier list and they say, OMG, they leave a comment and it says, why is there an anime character? You're going to know they didn't watch the full video. It's going to be a good way. So you guys can be my scouts. And with that, ladies, gentlemen, gamers, rudders, that's all, folks. Please subscribe. Please, once again, you saw these prizes. These are not fake. Holy shit, these are not fake. You can go back and watch the footage. I literally walk into a GameStop, look like a fool, spend $500 multiple times. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see more. If you want to see more. I appreciate all you guys who are here for this. This was a fantastic stream.